is so black it looks like a mistake.
All these things might look black, and we might even call them black, but they're not actually true black. But this is closer to true black than anything else on the planet, and it's revolutionizing everything from space exploration to architecture.
It's very hard to comprehend the blackest black in the world. I mean, you hear it, it makes sense, you think you can conceptualize it, but seeing it is something very, very, very different.
It's so black that it changes the dimensionality of an object. It's not a colour, it's the absence of colour. So it's what happens when you have no light reflected back to the viewer, you see nothing, so your brain paints it as black.
It might look like paint, but it's actually made up of microscopic carbon nanotubes, which are grown in a lab just outside of London.
It's made from individual carbon nanotubes, and those carbon nanotubes are like very, very long blades of grass. Now you imagine if you were a human walking around in grass 1,000 feet tall, how little light would get down to you. It's kind of like that, but on a very, very tiny scale.
It's pretty much like a black hole.
That's an interesting comparison, because this material is helping scientists peer deeper into the heavens than ever before. Acting a bit like a lens hood for a camera, Vantablack basically prevents lens flares in powerful telescopes. Reducing that stray light allows us to see some of the faintest and most distant objects in the universe. So the closer we get to achieving absolute black, the more we are able to explore the blackness above. But space isn't the only frontier. Artists, designers and musicians want to get their hands on Vantablack. Asif Khan is covering a building in Vantablack for the 2018 Olympics.
When people look at this building, they will see a sort of a schism in space. It'll be like you're looking into the night sky, and in fact we're creating a kind of star field within this blackness, so it will look like the Milky Way, but you'll be seeing it in broad daylight.
The ability of Vantablack is to really make us think more about the light that we have access to. It's got the ability to make us realise what a precious resource it is.